Hello, my friends, and welcome to, as Will opens up the chat window for Roll20, welcome to tonight's episode of The Strength of Thousands AP. Mark, I see you in chat. Please tell Jason that I won't be able to respond until after this stream. And welcome to tonight's show. So, a few announcements before we begin. Number one, it looks like we're probably finishing off book one today. PJ will be back next week for some stuff, and then we'll start on book two the week after next, probably. Then we have other shows on the channel, like the League of Amazing Adventurers. It's our Pathfinder 2e homebrew game. If you like pulp adventure, if you like eldritch horror, if you like spooky, scary skeletons and Darkest Dungeon and things like that, this current arc is going to be a wonderful time. Also, hi, welcome to the chat, Crystal Cafe. Don't forget to follow us, because if you do, a frog will hop across the screen. But we have that. On Friday, we have The Calling Chronicle. It is our D&D 5e show. It's heavily JRPG inspired. They're in the middle of a tournament arc. Thanks for the follow. Enjoy the frog. They're in the middle of a tournament arc. They're fighting some good fights. They're about to be fighting a big old hulking Eldrin. And it's a good time.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, it should be a great time. And you know what? I'm currently only running like 6 games, so I'm not terribly burnt out. It's wonderful.
You're only running 6 games?
I mean, there's 7 days in a week. That's
I'm sorry, that's an absurd sentence to come out of anyone's mouth.
There was a time when I was running 8 games a week.
I remember. Bless your heart.
Those were good times. So we have that.
Far too much of your life in other worlds, Will.
I mean,
I'm worried.
Escapism is going to come back into fashion in the next few years. I'm calling it now.
Come back into fashion? What have I been doing for the last 3 years? Jesus Christ.
Fair enough. But yeah, so those are all of our shows. We have a couple new shows coming up, like a Pathfinder Society show, where me and Matt are going to be running through some of the Pathfinder scenarios that we weren't able to do due to the pandemic. So we're going to get to actually play some PF2 Society stuff. And the Society writers are so good. We actually have one of the scenario authors lined up to come and hang out with us. And I will lower the volume on my speaker so that echo goes away. So we have that. We might do a Powered by the Apocalypse System show at some point this year. I'm really excited to do that. And those are our big things. Also, bonus Will streams, doing things like terribly playing Minecraft hardcore mode, and dying repeatedly because I'm good at video games. But those are all our announcements. Matt, I'm going to hand things over to you to introduce our players and yourself, and then we'll roll the intro, do a recap, and get right into the game.
Roger Dodger. It is I, Matthew, or Urbanoff at various places on the internet, who will be running this game tonight. We are playing the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path for Pathfinder 2.0, where a group of, not prospective anymore, I should stop saying that, group of students at the Magical School of the Magambia have to grapple with both academic life and mysterious goings-ons around the academy. And speaking of mysterious, and by that I mean not at all, because they're an open book and a wonderful one at that. Zoe, who are you playing?
Hi everybody, I'm Zoe. I go by Zosie Pose on the internet, and I am playing our lovely elf bard, Ophelia. Today we are in fairy fashion. Every week we do a different Ophelia look, or I've also cosplayed our friends in the campaign, and it has just been so very fun and so very wonderful. McKenna did a wonderful job bringing all of our characters to life. Definitely follow her on everything. Her art is amazing.
Feel the love in the chat, in the call tonight. Goodness.
Uh-huh.
And that's a good segue as any. McKenna, who are you playing tonight?
Hi, I'm McKenna. I am playing Avi Avi, the Sprite Witch. And yes, as Zoe said, you can find me at McKenna Ray Art on TikTok and Instagram. I'm a little bit more active on TikTok, so yeah.
And speaking of active on TikTok, or at least in terms of things that are being sent to me, Will, who are you playing tonight?
Why, tonight I am playing Igora, a Gripply summoner, and their friend Gamma, the Fey frog that they summoned to help them out. Yeah, those are my boys, my happy little boys. Probably going to die at some point, but it's okay. He was built to do that.
I mean, we all die at some point. Well, it's what you do before that that matters.
Exactly.
And then after, depending on resurrection spells.
This is true.
And then after that, depending on resurrection spells. And then after that, when I do my underworld adventure. That'll be fun.
Delicious.
But that, I believe, is all the intros out of the way, and we may have an interesting session tonight. So, Will, why don't you do your thing and roll that intro?
Of course.
And that is how King Crimson works. Anyway, so when last we left our brave students, they had finally confronted what appears to be the mastermind behind all of the insect and gremlin attacks on the academy. Thanks to prior sleuthing, mostly due to McKenna, though other people did also some legwork as well. You guys have realized that this was a former student of the Magambia who, due to some unfortunate character flaws that had never been addressed, possibly through therapy or socialization, had developed into sort of a kind of violent narcissist. And one thing led to another. He sort of became a pseudo spirit that was essentially haunting the school, seeking vengeance. But thankfully, the adventurers, through the power of teamwork and me not rolling terribly well, they managed to put this ne'er-do-well finally to rest and perhaps bring a bit of light back to the campus after being shadowed by so long by rancor and resentment.
You would think the
Rancor is a great word.
Magambia could afford, like, a school counselor.
To be fair, that might have happened, but he tried to break out of a magical cell with magic, and it rebounded on a 1 in a million chance and blew him up.
Yeah, but what about the rest of us who now have to deal with it? There's
I mean,
no
maybe
counseling. Maybe we need therapy too after all of these bugs.
Turns out, the entire session today, the extreme challenge, is a sharing circle. Where you just, you bear it all, and you come to grips with, the deep-seated pain. I'm lying.
The hardest challenge of all, emotional vulnerability.
Oh, and I left my Donkey
They don't
Kong
even have a
Donkey
nurse.
Bongos.
What makes you think that they would have counselors? Come on, let's.
I mean, they can only put so much information into the Adventure Path book.
I mean, based off of my experience in post-secondary school, it's actually not all that unbelievable for them not to have counselors of any kind.
I don't think my high school had a nurse.
Ouch.
But anyway,
Ouch.
enough about Catholic schools. So I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit in terms of the fact that with the defeat of Stone Ghost, as he came to know him, as he came to be known by his underlings, the rest of any gremlins left, though I think you guys maybe only missed one secret room, and that was one of the random generated gremlin rooms. They kind of look at each other and they're like, does anyone else want to keep risking our lives to pull pranks on the students? They're like, no? Okay. And they just retreat farther in the tunnels and resolve to, go back to being more of a nuisance than actually trying to murder people. Yeah, you guys, as far as you are aware, have essentially completed your assignment. You have we're assuming, mapped the tunnels that you were traipsing through. You have found evidence that the spirit you have dispatched was behind all of it. So basically everything seems tied up with a nice little bow almost.
Almost.
Most.
Well, you did note that in Stone Ghost's notes that he wasn't the one who actually summoned the insects into the tunnels. Something else had kind of drawn them in, and he just sort of took advantage of it, like the opportunistic jerk he was. So you're left with that sort of lingering question. But
Plus the flower from Kiara pressed in his notebook.
That's not a good sign.
It's not a good sign.
give me, anyone who wants, give me a nature check.
Nature check.
Oh, thank you for the follow. I will not insult you by attempting to pronounce that username.
That's why I typed it into chat.
Nature
That's
check.
a natural 20. That's a natural 20.
That is
she got a nat.
99.
That is a nice way to start the night. So, the detail that you glean with the nat 20 is that this flower pressed into the pages is quite old. This is like several years old, this flower. It is only still as intact as it is because it was very carefully pressed and preserved in this book. In fact, opening up and examining now, you are starting to break it a little bit.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Just a little, though.
I as carefully as possible.
Yeah.
Close the book. I don't want to break it anymore.
Are you guys going to take the materials, or are you going to leave anything? Are you gonna?
Oh, for sure. I'm definitely gonna advocate for taking the notes and bringing them. I'm gonna tell Teacher Odd about this.
The super important question: are you taking the bearskin rug?
Yes.
Yes, it's worth gold.
We have
Yes,
the
it
bag.
is.
We have.
Put that in there.
We have
do
the bag
a
of
Gama that can
holding.
carry it too.
Plus, I think I already put it in.
That
the
will
party
lower the
loot.
value.
Huh?
Stuffing it in Gama's stomach will lower the
No,
value.
Gama has arms.
Oh,
Oh, are you sure?
doesn't he hop though?
I have a bag of holding. We can just use that. It's
Okay.
fine.
Yes. The bearskin rug. If you guys want to just expedite that particular thing, you guys can. One person can add like 30 gold pieces to your inventory because that's how much the bearskin rug is.
I have a number of things here because there's like a ring, an amber paperweight, gold teeth, a bearskin run, and possibly the rhino mask.
Yes.
And
And the other
I
mask
was
that you found
thinking-
outside.
I think we handed over that mask to Teacher Ott.
Ah, okay.
The rhino one we have not yet.
Yeah, you guys just found it, so.
But if we were to add all of that up and split it, it would be a solid amount for everyone. So.
That isn't part of your stipend from the school, so.
Interesting.
You've seen Amphibia. That's how Gama moves around.
All right, follow-up question, though. Does he wear a cute little vest and galoshes?
He hasn't had. I haven't really bought Gama clothes yet.
Well, Ophelia has to change that immediately.
Yes, we'll have
Especially
to do
with
that.
Benji as my new
This is what's important.
Maybe we'll get him a little suit.
We will fix that right away.
Oh goodness, what is that in chat? I'm mesmerized. Is that Hypnotoad? So, did you guys want to go right away to report to Teacher Ott?
Unless there's other stuff to do in here.
You can give me a perception check to check for any sort of hidden things in the room itself.
Yeah.
Benji pops her head in just to kind of finally get a glimpse of this room because she has never been in here.
Oh.
She was quite scared of Stone Ghost.
Yeah, that's
So.
fair. I'm gonna do discern secrets, so I'll just add 1 to this. 12 is not gonna do it.
Don't worry, Benji. Stones fell and nobody died.
What can I perceive with my hot little hands?
You do a pretty thorough search, and you're pretty confident. You've found everything of worth in here. You got the impression, considering just how things are laid out, he didn't feel the need to hide anything. This was his space. No one. It was behind 2 secret panel doors, essentially. So,
I mean, he took baths in here, so there's a bathtub.
which raises a lot of questions, considering he was kind of a stone ghost. But
How would he bathe?
Not weak to water?
I would
Can I
imagine
use
it's
can I
for...
use just discern secrets and let me know what check I need to make to try to discern how he might have
Now,
bathed himself as an
I should clarify
incorporeal?
this. Are you asking the physicality of how he would bathe with the form he had, or how he literally got water in here to bathe?
I was thinking the first one, but either, like maybe perhaps both, frankly.
I'm just going to let you know ahead of time, due to the fact that he was a unique sort of non-undead spirit, and the fact that you were not at all able to examine his body. You probably will have no idea how that's a mystery that has gone to the great hereafter.
Oh,
That requires some heavy-duty divination spells to
Fuck.
find out.
I
You're
imagine
gonna have
that
to
it's for
transport
Kara.
your mind into the astral plane and beat up a god to find that out.
I'm so mad. There is an occult spell that is like object history where you could just touch something and know how it's been used in the last, I think for first level it's a day. But Avi does not have access to the occult spell list.
I do.
Interesting. Well, do we want to look around the mines anymore, or are we? Do you think we've gone into every little nook and cranny?
There are, just to save you a little time, I will tell you there are only really 2 areas you haven't investigated yet. Benji will tell you this. One is just sort of an open area that's kind of gross, and another is one of those little hidden like dormitories for the gremlins.
Well,
It sounds
do we
like
want to
Benji
just?
kind of said that everything has been cleared out now.
You guys, Benji says she's more than happy to lead you to the remaining dormitory. If the gremlins are in any way know about Stone Ghost's defeat, they'll probably have just left it, so there may not even be a fight involved.
Do we want to just go quickly and do our due diligence? That was part of the assignment.
We're told to map everything out down here, so we should probably map out everything down here.
Okay, but then
All right,
before
so
we do that, we're going to take a little bit of time for me to patch everyone up.
Oh yes, thank you. That would be
curses,
very
you didn't
nice.
fall into my trap.
No.
I'm only down
I'm joking.
like 8.
But the GM tells you there's nothing left, so you don't hit
like
but
2-3
there's still stuff
hours
left.
pass and everyone can be back at full with my medicine checks.
For sure. And I can refocus. Nice. Uh-oh.
Yeah, what?
What was that for?
Actually, it's a good thing. Don't worry.
Okay. I don't know about that, but okay.
So, Benji points out to you guys that the 2 areas that you haven't explored yet are kind of in opposite sides almost. One is directly to the north of where you guys are, like sort of just a little bit south of that mining area where you guys had the nasty encounter with multiple encounters, just a little bit below that, yeah, C6. And the other one is far in like the bottom left-hand corner of the map.
Yeah, one of the doors.
Through a
we've
secret
already
door.
found.
Yeah. So.
Let's do the secret door first.
Let us
Okay.
go to the secret tunnel.
Benji, do you know if there are any other traps down here?
I mean, I don't think there are any traps. I don't really go into the area to the north there. She doesn't probably say north because she doesn't probably know what that is, but it always just seemed really kind of gross. There's lots of goop flying around. It was really wet.
Oh, maybe I don't want to go there.
That sounds
but
quite lovely.
yeah, if you guys investigate C7C first, the gremlins have fled because Stone Ghost has been defeated. So literally, you just get what I rolled there: 16 gold pieces you find under like cots and stuff.
Take 4
Nice.
pieces each.
Yeah. So yeah, you are now 95% complete exploration.
Mm-hmm.
Still have to find that one last chest though.
One last chest.
Or maybe it's an Oculus. Or I don't know.
I mean, with
Alright.
McKenna in the group, it's probably an Oculus.
Well,
Or-
let's head northeast, right?
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to ask you guys to position yourselves like here or a little farther forward if you want here in these little tunnels.
Where are we?
Oh, over here.
Put me over there.
I got you. McKenna, do you want me to move Avi as well?
Maybe. No, I got it.
All right, so as you guys approach, the train changes a little bit, and you kind of get a glimpse of farther into the room. Several wide, shallow puddles cover the floor of this cool, moist cavern.
Yuck.
Moist.
Don't like
Why
them?
would you do that?
Thick brown fungus covers a natural pillar in the northwest part of the room.
Oh, there is a fungus among us.
We know how Ophelia feels about fungi.
Yeah.
Would you guys like to venture farther into this room?
Before we do, Ophelia, Benji, Avi, anyone want to just like throw some fire on the fungus?
I don't really have much in the way of fire, but maybe I can.
Benji can just set it on fire, right, Benji?
Well, right, but we might not want to set it on fire because what if it releases like spores or something? Some fungus and mushrooms do that.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Maybe I'll just do like a I don't know how to do the roleplay word for make a nature check, but can I make a nature check with discern secrets?
Ponder the nature of this thing.
I would like to ponder the nature of this fungus.
You will have to move just a little closer, probably to the mouth of the cavern here, because I think the pillar is actually up here.
Okay, I can do that.
Then we'll have Gamma go in with Avi. And yeah.
Is this?
Yeah, Gummy, give me a nature check.
Gamma for a nature check.
Sorry, no, I meant Avi. She's the one doing the studying.
14 is probably not going to get me much.
Oh, this thing is only level 2, actually, so...
Ooh.
You recognize this as a stationary type of mold. Specifically a brown mold. And actually, your sort of first instinct was correct. You don't know the specifics of it because you didn't really roll high enough, but you probably don't want to actually bring heat or fire close to this thing.
Okay, I definitely think burning it is probably not the best idea.
Okay. Shocking it?
Huh?
Shocking it?
Chalking it?
Shocking it.
Shocking. I don't think any application of heat is gonna be maybe a great idea. But you know what I can do? I can fuck it up a little with Mage Hand and see if it like releases anything.
Okay, Avi.
I can fuck it up.
Great at it with the potty mouth today, okay?
Let's get it. Tiny knife.
So
How do you want to launch a magic missile at it?
Mage Hand.
Okay.
You're gonna touch it.
Just to do that properly, you will have to move to here just to actually get a beat on it. That's a clear line of sight because there's like 3 things a wall right there. So yeah.
I can't actually move through this space.
Oh, here, I have to delete a thing for you to be able to do that. Give me a second. Boop. You should be able to now.
Okay, so I can step here safely?
Yes. Though, please give me a perception check.
Mama doing perception check.
Bodyguard Gamma will also do the same.
I don't know, 15.
That's 16.
Because when you step close to it, one of the puddles on the floor moves.
Oh.
Hey guys.
Come back.
Something is moving in here. I'm just gonna take a little step back.
Oh, no, because we're actually moving into initiative.
Oh.
What a twist.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'll
Some
just
sort of
stay here.
ooze-like creature has suddenly leapt into life what appeared to be just a pool before.
Not with a critical failure. Ew.
So maybe we
Ew.
should have just set it on fire and got
Well,
out
no,
of
this is a different thing entirely.
there. Icky.
All right, so boop.
Initiatize.
Oh, I didn't put the thing up. Sorry.
Go monsters.
Initiatize the horses. Just wants to give you a really slimy hug.
Ew.
Oh, all right. So it still didn't work. I'm only going to use the first roll. So, which was stealth 18. Because it gets to use stealth plus 12 in moist environments for its initiative.
Ew.
Ugh.
I hate that.
Attention, chat. I will continue to say the word moist until someone gives me a villain point. This is an ultimatum.
It's okay. We're fine. We love the word moist. We're okay.
Damn it, I closed the window.
Bless you.
Gesundheit.
Bless you.
All right. Now, suppose I should also roll the brown mold, or it's just a hazard? Yeah, it has 0 initiative.
Yeah.
So, and plus you guys aren't close enough.
As long as we don't trick the hazard, then.
Oh, I certainly can't do anything from where
All
I am.
right, so we are going to descending. All right, so Ophelia, you just hear Avi go, ah! A little farther up, and then some weird sloshing sounds.
I'm going to move forward over to here. And can I see in the room from there?
Sure.
Do
It's a little hard to actually see what it is. It just, for the moment, it just looks like a puddle sloshing towards her. And you're like, what is doing it? There's no wind down here.
Do I see other puddles or just the one puddle?
Just the one puddle that seems to be moving at the moment.
I don't.
There are other puddles, but this one seems to be moving to the beat of its own drum, unlike all the others, which are still water.
I don't like it, so I'm gonna go straight in with Bard Song and kind of immediately go in with a sound burst.
Question, where are you placing the sound burst?
Where are you?
Where it doesn't hit my friends.
Maybe like here,
Right
perhaps?
there, we do it.
Yeah, sound burst, the range on it isn't too great, so you could do it
Yeah.
to there.
And Ophelia has line of sight on the square. Alright, fortitude saved from an ooze.
Okay, then.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
20, it's a success.
Aw.
So half.
It takes half of, so 7 damage. Oh god, this thing actually has a lot of health.
Don't
eight,
say that.
8 with Bard Song. 8 with
Thank
Bard
you.
Song.
Oh yeah, 8 with Bard Song. You got me?
Oh god, that regenerates its health. No.
In what fucking world?
All right, chat. Your turn. What song is Ophelia singing to this freaking ooze?
All right.
That's my turn.
I guess that's the turn. Benji, play tonight by Will.
Alrighty, so Benji's going to be all like, woof woof, arf arf, oh boy, I'm going to save my friends, stride to there. Oh, that thing's ugly.
It's like he's here.
Good boy power.
We're going to do slashing damage with this telekinetic projectile.
No.
I'm afraid that is a miss.
Alright, well, that's all of their turn.
It's kind of hard to hit a puddle, apparently, with a sharp playing card.
Yes.
Yeah.
That brings us to the gray ooze. Does it have reach? It does not. All right, so it is going to have to wiggle goose forward. I just invented a word. And it's because it was the first thing that came into range, it's going to try and hit Avi with its pseudopod.
No.
This is going to hurt.
Ooh, 27 as a seemingly solid mass of liquid flashes out and just smacks you for 11 bludgeoning damage.
This is one of those
Plus
beautiful
5
situations
acid.
This is one of those beautiful situations where I'm glad I have made armor, because otherwise that would have been a crit, and I think I'd be down, because that's 16 damage total.
Yeah, so
yes.
32
Yeah.
doubled.
Is that a crit?
Yeah. No, it is. It
Oh.
is one off from being a crit.
Okay.
Ooh, excited there.
Though it also has grab on this attack.
So it can spend another
Now, does that
action.
remind me, Will? Is that an automatic grab, or do I still have to test?
Unless it's improved grabbed, it's not. It will cost another action to make an athletics check with map to try to grab Avi by beating her reflex DC.
It will try that. So I don't think I have an option to do map properly, so we'll just subtract from whatever I roll.
Just subtract 5.
17 then.
Oh, 17 is exactly my reflex DC.
All right, then not only as the pseudopod whacks you pretty hard, it splits apart and sort of goes around you and starts to constrict.
No.
Wait, no, it can't do that
It can't
because
do
that's
that
another
yet.
action. Yeah, it moved. So never mind, you're safe for a turn, but you are grabbed, so you cannot move.
God.
No, you can't move from that space because you're grabbed.
Okay.
You can do all sorts of other things because you're not immobilized, but you are grabbed. And that is that's turn. Igara and Gamma.
Okay, first things first. Avi, have 25 hit points back.
Thank God.
Oh, and I have been given the villain point under the condition that I keep saying the thing that grabs you is very moist.
And we are going to give this thing a
Mark
striking belly bump of Gamma goodness. 21 to hit.
22.
22 to hit.
22 with Bard Song. That will hit, but not crit.
It's
And that's
an ooze.
Sonic?
Yep. 6 sonic damage.
Okay, it is not immune to Sonic damage.
Most things aren't. It's why I chose Sonic.
Makes sense.
It's
Because I totally do that.
Though I'm not going to tell you guys yet because you haven't done a nature check. This thing has a surprising amount of immunities.
I feel like oozes are always like that.
Well, they're very unique life forms.
Yeah.
As a person who loves a good ooze creature, I'm working very hard not to just blurt them all out right now.
Anywho, so was that your whole turn, Will?
All 3. 2 to heal Avi, 1 to
Alright.
belly bump.
Fair enough. We move on to Avi. You are grabbed, not constricted yet.
What do I have to do to get out of this?
You have to make an escape check, which just means I think you need to make a basic fortitude save.
Basic fortitude save.
Yes. So just
Okay.
roll a fort save, and I'll tell you if you beat the DC.
25?
You actually managed to overcome it. Your wings prove a surprising kind of cutting force, and you actually use the edge of them to slice through like a spatula through jello.
I'm going to
So
use... I'm gonna use another action to crawl over here. And I guess I'll do my last action. I want to know some stuff about it. So let's do discern secrets and whatever check I gotta make.
This is a mindless ooze. Dungeoneering is not a thing anymore.
It's oozes are Arcana.
Arcane? Yeah, Arcana.
All right. So I got a +1 to this. That is a natural
Ooh.
20. +1 is 30.
I think you
Tell me
get like
everything.
3 things for that. Goodness.
Can I get resistances, immunities, weaknesses?
It is immune to acid, critical hits, mental, precision, unconscious, and visual. It is resistant to slashing 5 and piercing 5.
So bludgeoning.
It is weak to nothing.
Great.
So it's all bad news.
It's all bad news. That is so
I
really.
mean, but you
fucking
know
bad
the bad
news.
news now. You know the bad news.
All right. Oh god, so much of what we fight is immune to mental effects. Well, I will
welcome to
relay
that.
that to my party, and that is my whole turn.
Welcome to the hell that my geisha lived for like a year.
Yeah.
All that enchantment magic she leaned into so much, not useful. All right, so that takes us out of Avi back to Ophelia. You managed to see that incredible feat of athleticism from Avi.
Go, Avi, go! Go, Avi, go!
Flapping intensely.
If you can't do it, we'll all probably die.
Don't say that.
Say that. Okay, all right, okay. Okay, so we're gonna keep Bard Song up, of course, and then we are going to go in with. We're going to forbid ward Gamma against this gooey creature and Benji against the gooey creature. So, chill there.
I'm assuming Avi shouted out all the information she learned.
Yes.
Yeah.
So +1 to your ACs, boys. Let's go.
Thank you.
All right, that brings us up to our resident good boy.
All right, and because I'm running Benji tonight, when I cast the spell, I get to say it. Kamehameha!
Oh boy.
Are
King of Hawaii?
I'm going to use a hero point to re-roll that. That's a natural one. Like,
Yeah.
That's
there we
much
go.
better.
23.
Oh. Actually, it's a dice roll, so that becomes a 24, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is immune to crits. Never
It's
mind.
immune to crits. It's news.
Everybody hates the ooze.
Their AC is so
But it will be
low.
11 electricity damage.
And
You know what? You know why it's immune to critical hits?
Well,
There's no internal
vital
organs.
organs.
Because it's so moist.
All right, so
I have to fulfill the conditions of my
We're
villain
gonna
point.
lose viewers,
and
man.
then actually we've gained them, but anyway, well, then we're going to step to here.
So we have to be the most weird people possible.
Yeah, and then Benji will step to there and defend Ophelia.
That is 11 damage though, so
unfollowed it.
12 damage. Pardon me.
12.
12.
And I can do math. So that was Benji. Now it's the pseudopod, who can he understand that someone just kamehameha'd him, or is he more paying attention to the giant frog that tried to belly bump him?
You know, if this thing.
Pardon me. I shouldn't assume the gender of this slime. It is a slime. It makes its own decisions.
Hey Matt, if this pseudopod had an intelligence score and levels in Bard, it could be a podcaster.
I mean, I know certain podcasters who obviously don't have levels in intelligence, so it's gonna just direct all its attacks to dear old Gamma.
I deserve it.
17
Gamma.
+1. You have
As
a +1.
to his AC.
Yes.
Gamma.
Oh wait, yeah, sorry.
No, that's Igara's AC. That's not Gamma. Sorry, I have 3 different character sheets open right now.
That's
Gamma
fine.
bats it away with like a froggy kick. Whap.
It will not be dissuaded though, so it's gonna try again. Worse. Okay. Seems like the gas has gone out of the pseudopod. It's just too moist. Moving on. Igara.
Gamma has gone
I'll
full.
do one
ninja.
more.
Gamma has gone full ninja frog, and I'm so okay with this. Gamma's going to 5-foot step to there,
Slime trifle.
and then belly bump.
Isn't that just layered jello?
27 for 11. Sonic.
It's a pity he's immune to crits.
Yeah.
That is another 11 damage though. Yep.
Oh,
And then for 13 Sonic.
It's taken some serious hits. Parts are being separated from the center mass that seem to then kind of die out and just become inert.
Yeah, Gamma, go
I
for its
understand how-
mitochondria. It's the powerhouse of the cell.
I don't think this is a single-celled organism. It's
It's
got
a-
millions of mitochondria.
Unless it's a macroorganism,
Brain-celled organism.
it has no central nervous system.
No.
That brings us back to Avi. As you see your friends just gang up on this slime.
Well, I don't think electricity was on a list of things it was immune or resistant to. So let's do a little electrical arc.
Yeah, chat. Tell us all your favorite teas. I'm very curious.
Well,
I personally am very partial to Jasmine.
Jasmine is good. I love a good Darjeeling.
Electric arc.
Yes.
Reflex save. It fails.
Yeah, it
So that
takes
is
all 11 damage.
Well,
that is actually exactly what you needed to
Ooh.
splatter Benji and Gamma with sizzling ooze matter.
we prestidigitate them like real quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gamma just
yeah.
licks it up.
That is gross. Also possibly acidic. So,
Also
you know,
possibly moist.
almost
Do you like it?
is
Do you like
definitely.
it when I do it to you?
I will love it if you do
Yes.
one other thing. If you just lean into the mic and say very precisely, then perish.
Then perish. Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I've wanted
Do we
that
get
for
it?
2 weeks.
Do we need another take? Wait.
Perfection.
Now
Cut.
give me a take like you're being hit with an axe and then with a club.
Yeah, okay, I can do that. I won't do it here, but I can definitely do it.
Tonight in Voice Acting 101.
Missed that class.
Oh God, I missed that so much.
So good.
All right.
And with that, you guys have now completely cleared every hazard or challenge in the tunnels.
We've solved your tunnel puzzle.
Tunnel puzzle.
It was there to be solved. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So you guys, you're only down here for like a couple hours. So
Yeah.
it's probably around just a little bit before midday now.
All right. And there's nothing up in this area. This is, I think, just where we got our shit kicked
That's
in.
just where we almost died.
Yeah. And sadly, the ooze room has no loot.
Yeah, I could have probably guessed that.
It's
'Cause I
also
don't-
just very unpleasant.
Yeah. I think Avi starts heading for the door.
Now let's
All
get
right.
out of here.
Clear the initiative tracker. I don't need that open anymore. So upon exiting, what are you guys going to do? Where are you headed?
Teacher Ott's office, I think.
All right. You head in the direction of his office, but a sight does catch your attention. And it appears that an area has sort of been cleared out in front of the Tireless Hall. And I'll just read you the block text here. The area in front of the Tireless Hall has been turned into an enormous field station, with insects of all sizes being hauled outside and sorted. Corriday oversees the investigation, labeling and cataloging the creatures in the aftermath of this mysterious invasion, while students provide her with samples and reports. You see, like, Anchorwood kind of running back and forth a few times. Teacher Ott meets you guys and takes any maps or notes you have to offer. He sees you guys have a lot, and he kind of looks, just from looking in your eyes, tells that you guys have quite the stories to tell.
Yeah.
We will be working on solutions for hours, maybe days, Teacher Ott says with a kindly smile. There will be time for you to give me a complete report of your findings tomorrow morning. For now, I'm giving you an important assignment. Go back to your dorm and rest. You have earned it.
That does
You
sound
have,
like a
you have
very
done the
important
school
assignment.
proud.
Oh,
You're sure there's nothing else we can do to help everybody here?
yeah.
No, this is possibly one of the less strenuous tasks of this whole endeavor. So I think we're good for the moment, and you have certainly deserved your rest.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have done a service to the school.
Huh. That sounds really good right now, actually. Just going to bed and taking a nap and maybe eating some food afterwards.
I will be working here for the next couple of days, so tomorrow when you are well rested, come see me.
Will do.
As you guys are leaving, you do hear some students kind of idly chatting, and a few of them are mentioning that it sounds like it's possible a small, like, B-shaped bead is being talked about in terms of creation for all the students involved in this particular assignment.
Ooh.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
A few people are like, should we make it out of, like, wax or honey? And they're like, no, that would not last.
I want a bee bead.
I would like a summer bee bead.
Also, on your way back to the dorm, you guys run into Ignacy, and he's recovering well after that horrible allergic reaction he has. And he seems very happy to see you guys, very grateful for you guys, saving them from that little predicament. And he offers to make you guys, collectively as a group, any 2 common alchemical elixirs of 5th level or less, if you choose. So that's some homework to look up and think of.
Oh yes. How many did you say?
2, just 2. Like for you guys collectively as a group.
For sure.
That's really nice of you. Thank you.
The least he could do.
That's true. We did kind of save his life.
True, but anybody would have done the same if they were in our position.
Yeah, that's true.
Frankly, yes, but you guys were the ones. You were the ones who were there who did do it. It's easy to say things in the abstract. It's only really when you're actually faced with a situation where you find out what people are really like.
Yeah, I'm just glad he likes us now, because he was one of the 2 people who really was not a fan of us.
Are you saying this directly to his face?
No. Absolutely
Yeah.
Hey, he didn't like us. I'm right here.
He likes us now.
What kind of person would still hate somebody after they saved their life? Come on.
I mean,
Well,
Someone's stubborn.
I'll let you know, Stone Ghost wouldn't have liked you. You would have felt like you had insulted him. Oh, you didn't think I could handle it myself, but then again, as proven, he was a bad seed.
You didn't think I could bring myself back from death all alone? Fuck you.
You think expelling me and imprisoning me was any sort of slight against me? It was the school that was wrong. They couldn't handle my genius. You're not hearing this voice in your head. This is not creepy.
Before we all go, back to the dorms, I actually want to go back to go find Lumacy Yao. Yeah, that's her name.
Mm-hmm.
After being around all that grossness, Ophelia just wants to bake and make
An interesting impulse.
Stress baking is a real big thing. That's truly a thing.
Did you notice how everyone started making sourdough starters at the beginning of the pandemic? You're not wrong.
I just thought that was a time. I thought it was just a time-consuming chore that was good for using up time. Also, 58 minutes, I guess.
Oh, there we go.
51 minutes, but yeah.
Fair enough.
Chat was earlier, but here we are.
Does the tea talk count?
No.
I don't know.
That's not food.
No, it's a beverage. Anyway, yeah. So, did you have anything in particular in mind? It seems like today they are making a variety of muffins with chunks of fruit in them.
Ooh. No, so I want to make a variety of little danishes and cookies and some muffins that have bugs in them. Some stuff that our froggy friends and doggy friends will like. And then I kind of just head back to the dorm and put them on the...
Give me a mild diplomacy check first, because you are asking to commandeer the kitchen, and they might be working. So
of course. I remember Lumacy Yao said that I could come in whenever I wanted. But let's do a diplomacy check. Not the best.
You didn't get a crit failure, and she did say before that you could come.
Okay.
And she kind of takes a look in. She kind of takes a look in your eyes, and she's seen the look of students who have, endured finals and stuff. Like, I just need to make something now. I need to make some cookies. So yeah, she is perfectly fine with it. She does give you sort of a time frame because they do have to start making dinner at a certain point. So.
And then I, of course, give her my recipe for my famous strawberry cheese Danish.
She trades to you and gives you a recipe for raspberry lemonade.
Ooh, love it. But yeah, after the
sprig
baking,
of mint.
ooh, love it. After the baking, I take everything back to the dorms and kind of hang them on the doorway the same way that I thought Avi did it, because I never knew that it was Igora. for everybody to have once they are waking up from their naps.
One day this secret will come to light.
Listen.
Does anyone have anything else they want to do, or do you guys just want to move on to the next story beat, so to
Iguro
speak?
does his lap around campus, as always.
Okay.
Thank
No
God.
hands emerge this time from the and try and drown you.
Tell us about the hands.
Yeah, Stone Ghost tried to drown me.
Oh, that was Stone Ghost. Okay.
Was it?
That's what Iguro thinks, so that's what I think.
Oh, it's cute. You think he would do that personally, like you were worth his time.
I'm with Matt on this one.
Listen,
but oof.
Iguro has self-confidence issues as it is, y'all. Let's not compound them with this line of thought.
Oh, don't worry. Someone did try to kill you, so they obviously
You were
care.
worth killing to someone.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: did Iguro tell us about that?
Oh God, no.
Probably not. No.
God, no!
Secrets and lies. Anyway, so when you guys return to the field station the next day, Corriday and Teacher Ott are still there, having worked through the night. They seem excited. They may have made some important discoveries. Teacher Ott is eager to share some information with you, and he is interested now to get like a full debrief on your time in the caverns.
Well, do you remember, I was asking all those questions about that former student who wasn't doing super well here and got expelled, and I don't know, it was kind of implied that he died, because you said that he's not with us anymore, which is what you say when somebody dies. But then I talked to Kiara, and she was like, I don't think he's dead. And turns out he wasn't. He very much wasn't dead, and he also hadn't ever left the campus, because we fought him.
Are you certain of this?
I'm very certain we have all of these notes.
We have his notes.
It looks like he was going to ask more questions, but then he looks at the notes, and you see kind of like, for a second, Teacher Ott, despite his age and everything, often has quite a bit of a vitality to him. As he's kind of sitting reading these notes, for a moment, he kind of finally looks his age, and you guys just kind of get the impression of there's a weight on his shoulders that he often kind of hides. But now you kind of see this old man who's lived a long life and has probably seen his fair share of disappointments. But he rallies himself after a moment, and he slowly closes the book. Like, well, I suppose we finally know what happened there. We always did wonder what had occurred there when he tried to break from his confinement and simply vanished. Yeah. I'm not sure if this is a better ending than I had imagined, but at least we have certainty now.
He was really angry, and he had kind of turned into like a part ghost, part earth elemental. We found out, by the way, what happened with the cloaks with the sand on them. Apparently, I didn't know this, there's a spell that just sucks you right into the ground. Just sucks you right in, and if you, I guess, really are unprepared for it, I think it can suck you all the way under. But I was myself personally stuck like halfway in the ground, but it was fine. Gamma kind of dug me out, so it was a team effort.
He was always very adept at weaving his stone affinity into his magic.
Geomancy.
A pity things turned out this way.
Yeah.
But you deserve some answers in terms of all that has been occurring recently. I wish to share our discoveries with you. We've made a number of very interesting discoveries. First, and this is a bit of a hazy subject because it deals with sort of psychic energy and the like, but it seems like something is drawing insects to the school. It is a pervasive yet persistent psychic call. Second thing, gremlins, pests, and other creatures that aren't strictly insects, like spiders, for instance, arachnids, have also responded to the call. We have sought the aid of some of the more druidic associated members of the staff, and they've questioned some of these creatures, but none of them can provide any details other than experiencing a strange longing and a sense that they must go to the school. Third, and this is the most concerning part, that the emanation is virtually undetectable. We had to put in so much effort just to detect the underlying sort of trace of this call, but it does seem to be ongoing. Despite what you have told me that this stone ghost has been defeated, we've had no indication that the call has stopped. And it is not localized, so we are at a loss to where its source may be. We will be doubling our efforts in this particular regard now that we know a little bit more, but it is all very troubling. And as you guys are kind of processing this information, Essie kind of rushes up, and you kind of overhear what she kind of says in slightly quieter tones, that 3 prospective students have arrived seeking admission. She seems a bit uncomfortable, and she seems to mention that they are causing a bit of a disturbance, and it might be best if a staff member comes to speak to them right away. She mentions that the visitors are all Anandis, the kind of spider people, who have sort of, they have their spider form, and they have also an intermediate kind of spider humanoid form. And she quickly says, I have no problem with this. I'm good friends with Zwane and her children. But there is a bit of not a prejudice, but there is a bit of apprehension about Anandi's sort of through the Magambia. Their appearance can be somewhat off-putting to a lot of people. So she's trying to keep this on the down low a little bit. Teacher Ott thanks her and kind of sends her off to take her duties, and he turns to you guys and asks, if you have nothing pressing at the moment, I wouldn't mind you accompanying me to deal with this.
No, I'm actually very curious to meet the new students, or prospective new students.
Okay. So they are apparently gathered near the speaker stage, and as you approach, you do notice a small kind of scattered crowd has kind of gathered around, and they're keeping a respectful distance, seem a little apprehensive. And you do note, as approaching, it becomes very obvious very quickly that these Anandis are not traveling in their human form, as is typical for Anandis. They are in their hybrid forms. They're standing there, but they have their lovely kind of very colorful robes and stuff. Their culture is very well known for its tactile work. They're excellent weavers and everything. But this is pretty unusual. Because of the aforementioned uncomfortableness a lot of people have with them, they don't want to make waves, so they travel in their human forms more often. It's possible that they're new to the area and aren't familiar with customs and everything, but... So Teacher Ott strides forward. This is block text. Teacher Ott strides forward to greet the 3 visitors, who look around with wonder in their many eyes. And he says, "Welcome and a kind hello, my new friends. It is my pleasure to greet you today. You may call me Teacher Ott." One of them steps forward. "Teacher Ott, we would learn from you and from the school. We humbly submit ourselves as pupils." All 3 Anandis bow respectfully. "I am rainbows reflected upon gossamer strands, who is called Goss. This is droplets hanging gently, Savanikin, and barest threads billowing, Maztachki. Goodness. Maztachia.
Those names later.
Yes, they are. They were spelling bee worthy. We have some small knowledge of magic already. Presenting ourselves without sponsorship is highly irregular, we know, but we feel as though the Magambi is the place we must be. Something is calling us here, Teacher Ott." Teacher Ott kind of glances at you guys meaningfully. "We welcome the new angles of discovery that your presence will bring. I would like to introduce you to some of our most recent students. They have already distinguished themselves and may provide you with, before you can finish, some of the nearby students suddenly start shouting and just start kind of scattering. 3 large shapes soar across the canal from the city, screeching loudly. And 3 griffins descend from cloud cover towards your small group. So we are going to start a bit of a complicated combat here. I'm going to switch to the map we need for this, I think. Yes, okay. Oh, I have to move the little thing. It's been a while since I've had to move the map. We were down in those tunnels for a while.
Okay, I did get a long rest. I need to reset my spells.
I'm just making sure that everyone has sight vision on. Good.
I think there's no sight stuff going on here, so. But, and you do, one thing to note just before we even begin, the griffins are fixated on your new visitors.
Ooh.
Ooh,
And they look hungry.
don't like that.
Here's what griffins look like, chat.
Majestic. So yeah, we are going to roll initiative.
You know, if we manage to beat them back, we could start calling ourselves Grey Wardens.
Wouldn't you have to make the mounts first?
Fair.
Where's our chicken?
Not
You could
till
learn a
next
thing.
level.
Griffins.
He's meeting a chick he met in town. Yeah, you don't have to laugh at that. It wasn't very...
Odd.
Unfortunately, I don't get to actually use the chicken in combat until next level.
All right, and then, amazing, and this is going to be interesting. I have to roll initiative for Teacher Ott.
Yay!
Oh.
Last time he was too busy to fight with us.
Mm-hmm.
He will be blinding them with the shining sun off his forehead. He has a very bald head.
I might actually draw the token for that rooster, Matt.
Hey, go ahead. All right, and then I have to roll for the 3 Anandi Seekers. Whew, this is going to be complicated.
For those who are unaware in chat, Will
Oh boy.
has a chicken.
I have a chocobo.
Yeah, he picked up, and it is sleek and black.
It is a
And
large,
large.
obsidian-colored rooster. Do with that information what thou wilt. We make dick jokes about it, personally.
if you're new to the stream and want to catch up on all the story that's happened so far, we have a YouTube channel at Tabletop Rolls on YouTube. All of this AP is up to a certain point, and the rest of it will be uploaded again shortly. I'm beginning to have serotonin again, and that makes the uploads happen more.
But all right, so this is going to be a complicated fight, and it'll probably be a little intense. So I'm going to push things along here. So Ophelia, you are up, followed by 2 griffins.
Where are the griffins?
If you zoom out,
they are in this direction.
Aha, I see.
And they are probably flying.
they are very flying. They have a specific thing to do while they're still flying.
Please,
Oh, no.
falling with style.
No, they are literally flying. They have big wings.
Well, okay. We're gonna get Bard's song up, and then we are going to. Can I even hit them in the air?
Let me just see how. Does it mention how far they are up? You know what? Let us say that they are as far as they are away from you, and then like 20 feet up currently. They are flying down.
Nothing that I can do to hit them over there. So we are going to.
Oof. I'm going to need the measuring tape for this, goodness.
I'm going to bring a friend All right.
All right. You summon the Fae. Where in 30 feet would you like to put it?
I'm gonna put her. Pretty. I'm gonna put her right here. And I've got all of her stuff already open, so that is very neat. Very neat and cool.
Is anyone else just like a little bit glad that we're facing off against like actual deadly monsters? Because for a second there, I thought the students' reaction was to the Anandi, and I was like, oh no, we're gonna have some really hard discussions with our classmates. I'm kind of glad that they were reacting to the
there we go.
birds.
I got it, Matt.
All right, thank you. Well, I was having trouble getting it on the map.
No worries.
The Fae is summoned, takes one look at the swooping griffins, and just goes, "Are you freaking kidding me?"
Swooping is bad.
The griffins would disagree. All right, that is Ophelia's turn.
I wish I had a boomerang.
No, isn't summoning 3 actions?
This one says 2 action.
Oh.
Action.
All right, so we move on to the first griffin. All right, so it is going to do its special thing called Flying Strafe. It uses 2 actions, and it can make 2 claw attacks across anyone that it moves across as it flies. So it is going to essentially just clip Avi and Igara as it makes its way right to next to the Anandi.
Igara or Gamma?
Gamma, sorry.
Okay.
It's going to essentially fly over the top of you two and then just slide up here.
That tells
So
me
it is going to make... yeah, all right, so, and it's all normal. So it's going to make 2... Which strikes? Talon strikes. Okay, so first Talon strike on Igara, because I'm not a meanie and can target Avi.
Misses.
And the second one, which has... Oh, I tried not to be mean, Avi. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what you rolled.
Yeah, what did
I
you...
rolled it. Oh, these things again.
Oh,
I rolled a
here.
27 to hit.
Well, it is a hit, but not a crit.
Okay, so that is 10 piercing damage. And then it's going to make its third Talon attack on the Anandi. Ooh, and I don't actually, hold on. What do the Anandis have for AC?
High and wonderful.
I fixed them.
Where is the Anandi's AC actually? Oh, 15. No. So yeah, that will hit 10 piercing damage to this poor Anandi up here. That is a grievous hit. It is now bleeding. Pardon me. They are now bleeding profusely. They look very scared. That brings us to the second griffin. And let's see, how far does it... Oh, that is not the measuring tape. There we go. You know, it's going to just clip Benji.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's going to make 1 attack. Will, can I have the normal screen back?
No, apparently.
Oh, did I not close the cogwheel?
No.
Oh,
Can I do
sorry.
that? Okay, I did it. It's fine. 1 Talon strike on Benji, or pardon me, Talon strike. 16. Misses?
Looking for a 20.
Second strike on the poor Anandi.
Natural 20.
No, but it is a 22. That's not a crit, though. So 11 damage, and then the third one, that also hits. Oh. And with a horrible cry of pain and fear, the poor Anandi goes down in a heap on the ground. He has just been horribly savaged. They don't have a lot of hit points.
They don't have a high AC either. What are they doing on this map?
And that brings us to Benji.
Oh boy, Oh boy. Scorching Ray.
24.
That will
On the one that just
hit.
on the
Yes.
one that just murked the poor lad.
That will hit, and that does a solid bit of damage.
Yes, 24. Okay, so wait, for each additional action you use, so you would have used all 3. I'm assuming he's within range, 60 feet. Let me math. Yep, he would have used all 3, so I'm going to roll 2 more, 1 for each of the griffin.
Okay.
So griffin to the north.
Oh, you get to fire 3 different rays?
Yes, 25 to hit, 26 to hit griffin to the north.
Okay, that will hit.
For 6 fire.
7.
7 fire, and then griffin to the south. 21.
Hold on, I'm just doing a little math for the first griffin for its health.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I should do it on the map instead. Easy to keep track of. All right. The second one was 25. That also hits. That was to the north.
And then 21.
7 damage. So that is.
And then 22 to hit.
And 22 for the last one also does hit. So that's 6 damage. So that was a good amount of damage distributed around.
Yeah. Good job, Benji.
All right. That is that the end of Benji's turn?
Yep.
All right. So that brings us to this Anandi Seeker, who, after seeing his poor friend right there being horribly savaged, looks very scared, but tries to summon their courage, and is going to try and do a sling attack at the griffin that's right there. 11, that is going to be a miss.
12?
That's going to be another shot. 22.
23?
23. Does 1 little damage. The griffin's feathers just seem to be almost sort of a natural bit of armor there. And then when its final action, it is going to run and hide behind this pillar.
Good call, buddy.
Teacher Ott, who's looking just aghast at what happened to the poor Anandi Seeker there. Now, Teacher Ott has some interesting abilities, I think. Well, that's he is going to, the one griffin that's right there, he is going to try and cast Ray of Enfeeblement. That is definitely going to hit, so that is going to be a fort save on the griffin. It succeeds, but it's still enfeebled 1.
Which griffin?
The one that's closest to you guys at the south here. So I'm going to put a little enfeebled heart next to it. And that was 2 actions for Teacher Ott. And for 1 action, what can he do? He is going to move here so he's in a better position to heal the Anandi Seeker if they can survive 1 more round. Then we move on to Igara and Gamma.
Okay, decisions. Strike. I only have 1 action left to heal then. 2 actions heal, don't do any damage, put... Alright, Adani NPC. There's a time in my life where I wouldn't do this. This lovely one, 12 hit points.
Sorry, on which one?
The only one that's injured.
Okay. Goes back up to full.
Go, go. We'll cover you, and then Gamma's going to go to here. And that's my turn.
We move on to the Griffin, which sees, fortunately, it doesn't really have a good place to land, sadly. So it is just going to fly right up to this tasty little thing here
Oh.
and is going to attack the sprite twice.
Okay.
Or whatever it is. 28.
Yeah, that hits.
Does it crit?
Does not.
13 piercing damage. 17.
All right.
Does that hit?
Hold up.
Sure.
All right, my dear friend and fodder. It's been nice knowing ya. See you around sometime.
Is it gone?
Yeah,
I mean, it's what it's for. I'll remove it from the
he
map.
knows it too. It's okay.
Delicious.
It was the Griffin's turn. The other remaining Anandi Seeker, who is going to actually lash out with their kind of mandibles and is going to try and bite the Griffin with its fangs. Oh,
It's flat.
Bard Song is up, right?
Yes.
And it's flat.
That actually will hit. So that's 2 piercing plus it's going to have to make a fort save for the venom.
2 piercing or
yeah,
3
I can
piercing?
See it.
But it passes. It's not a very potent venom. But it is also going to flee
Yeah.
there, and then is going to use its last remaining action to try and make a sling attack with their little pitiful slings. Nope. All right. Avi, you're up. Then Ophelia, you're on deck next.
All right. I'm gonna cast Mirror Image on myself.
That's probably smart.
Yeah, I figured I'd do the defensive shit right off the bat. And then I'm gonna do, I guess I don't know if they're immune to mental effects or not. I guess we're about to find out. Needle of Vengeance to this guy right in front of me.
Okay.
I'll do hits against me for now.
Fails.
Oh, he fails. I love that. All right, well, anytime he makes a hostile action against me, he takes 4 mental damage.
All right, then. That's your turn.
Yeah.
Ophelia.
All right. Okay. All right.
They are on the ground now, by the way.
Perfect. We've got Bard Song up, and we are going to, let's see, if I do a sound burst, like, there's no way that I can hit both of them without hitting Benji, huh?
No.
No. It's just sadly how the cookie crumbles.
I mean, I'm right beside Benji, so if you want to give them a burst, I can heal them up.
I don't hit my friends. That's kind of like the number one thing I don't do.
Again, I respect not doing the meta thing about it.
All right. So I am going to follow in suit of my lovely Avi, and I'm going to throw up a mirror image as well.
Yup.
And if you're keeping Bard Song up, I guess that's your turn.
That is my turn. Kind of
Right.
just
Oh, I can't wait till I get access.
We return to Griffin Palooza.
good.
And it is going to, you know what? I'm going to roll a quick D2. That is not a D. All right, it's going to go for Gamma. So it is going to make 3 Talon attacks on Gamma. So first one, 25.
Hits.
11 piercing.
Still up.
Second one, 8 piercing.
All right. Still up.
And third one, 11. That does not hit.
Misses. So then
All right.
19 in total.
Get that shit out of here.
Gamma didn't go down in a single round. It's a good day.
Well, I mean, it helps when you don't crit me 3 times in a row.
Yes, I know.
Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. All right. Then this Griffin, which did not like the fire hurtiness that came from the small furry one, so it's going to direct its 3 Talon attacks at dear old Benji. First one, crit for a total of 22 piercing damage.
That's fine. Benji is still up.
Second Talon attack, 26.
And now Benji goes down.
Yeah.
Okay. third one, I need to roll on the mirror image. Which one out of the D4, which is you?
Lucky 3. But knowing you, you're going to do a 3.
I do
Oh my
do a
god.
3. Third Talon attack. It may not even hit. It does not hit. So
Good.
technically the mirror image doesn't get wasted, I don't think.
Yeah, it's nice.
I should have rolled that first. Saved us some time. The Anandi Seeker. Oh boy.
Is this the one that's dying? No.
No, they've actually managed to execute themselves pretty well now. They are just going to let loose a volley of sling attacks at the northmost one. So sling the first. That actually hits and does decent damage. It caught it right where the skin meets the beak with a nice sharp rock.
Don't forget that +1 on that damage. It adds up.
Yep. So that is going to be 7. So that is 4. Second sling attack. A natural 20.
Ah!
So that then buffs that.
8.
Yeah. So nice 8. Good. Got it. They found their second wind, it seems.
8. Would that be a 9?
No, that's including your bard song.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
All right. So and third sling attack. No. Possibly a little overconfident now. That went wide. Teacher ought. I keep forgetting to use his reaction. Teacher ought. He is going to see Benji in a bad state, and is going to run over here into the middle of the group, and he is going to do a 2-action heal, though he stands back up, so he technically does the 2-action heal at ranged. So that is going to be
automatically have it programmed in. What level is it?
level 1.
Okay. Here,
So that's just going to be 1d8 plus 8, I think.
I'll just click on mine because I have it set up.
Okay.
15.
15 healing. So Benji is back up to 15 healing points, or back up to 15 health. He's prone on the ground. That brings this to Igora.
All right. Well, seeing as I don't have to do that, let's see how dexterous these griffins are. The ones to my west and north are going to be my targets.
To your west and north?
Yeah, so...
All right,
1,
so
2.
the first one... that's reflex, you said?
Yep. DC
First
19.
one fails.
Fail. 8 points of the shocking damage.
9.
9 points of shocking damage. Thank you. So...
Roger Dodger. And then the north one, I think you said?
Yep.
Succeeds.
4 points of electricity damage.
4 points of electricity damage.
And then Gamma, get him. 25.
26.
26.
26 will definitely hit.
13 Sonic.
13 Sonic. Oh boy, you're making me do math again.
That's right. Gamma's practically a stove god.
What? All right. Okay. That brings us to the Southernmost Griffin, who is now in a target-rich environment. So it is going to run up to this little froggy thing because it has very fond memories of it as a young little eaglet on the banks of the river, scooping up frogs wholesale in its beak.
And
it's just
how
going
I
to 2 Talon attacks on Igora.
Reasoning.
26.
Critical hit.
Oh, God.
12 damage.
I have a dexterity of 12.
22.
Still up.
Okay. That was its turn. We go to the other
Somehow
Anandi
still
Seeker,
standing.
who is also going to try and contribute in He's going to try and replicate the amazing success from last time with the sling. 18 does not hit. 5 does not hit.
Does a 19
1 does not hit. Okay. Yeah, 19 does also not hit. All right, Avi, you're up, and next is Ophelia.
Okay, all right. I think I'm gonna do Phantom Pain as a 2nd level spell on the Southernmost birdie. So if he could make a will save.
A will save, you say?
Fuck.
20.
Well, he takes no persistent damage, but he does take 4d4.
Wow.
So 9 total with Bard Song.
Okay, then. Yeah, it's not bad.
Not terrible, I suppose.
It's damage.
It is damage. So then I think with my final action, do I want to move? Nah. I'm going to discern secrets and make a knowledge check about these guys.
All right, give me a nature check. They're just animals.
Fuck. An 11 is
You
not
are
gonna get me
not familiar
anything.
with griffins. Thankfully, in what you realize probably makes a lot of sense, your particular family settled far away from where griffins live, because you realize this thing could just open its beak and close it and swallow you whole.
Yeah, that's fair.
How?
Yeah, that's really fair.
How?
Ophelia, you're up, followed by Griffin.
Okay. I'm just gonna take it out on the griffin that friggin' hurt Benji. So,
Right in front of you.
right in front of me. Bastard. Time to go. I'm gonna put a sound burst behind so that it doesn't hit any of us. Duh. I'm gonna keep Bard Song up. So here we go with our... Because I still can't hit both of them without hitting Benji.
No.
Or can I?
No.
No, right?
No one's
No.
moved, so nothing has changed.
Hey, move! Right, yeah.
I mean, he's on the ground, so like...
That's not how sound works. In
If
fact,
I'm
he
dropping
takes
down-
more damage because he can feel the vibrations.
And hey, these are some good vibes.
And mic drop.
All right, that is a fort save. That actually makes sense. I always thought it was reflex, but it doesn't make sense if it's sound. Fort. That is a failure.
Woo!
And
Alright.
they're deafened
Deafened.
around.
That poor guy is enfeebled 1 and deafened now.
And 9 sonic damage.
As he should be.
9 sonic damage.
And I'm done.
God, I hope this thing goes after Avi.
We're up to the top griffin.
Not doing good right now.
Yeah, but Igora did smack it, I think.
Yep.
So it is going to go after Igora.
Okay.
I mean, pardon me, Gamma.
Yep.
I mean, I did go shoot its friend.
Yeah, but it wasn't paying attention to that. Plus, they
God.
actually hate each other.
Well,
Oh.
The only reason they hang out is one of them has like an HBO Go account, and they're like really making use
Wait.
of that.
What's this? What's the bird drama? Now I want to know. Why do they have a falling out?
It's all about the chicks, man. Anyway,
That was stupid.
it was very stupid, and I'm very proud of it because I have no standards. Anyway, Talon, you know what? I'm going to switch it up a little bit. It's going to do a beak attack at Gamma.
all right.
Oh, God.
And this is now where I go and make sure there's no massive damage rules in PF2.
Yeah.
Because that's a crit for 40 damage. Which is the entirety of my hit points. At full health.
While you do that, I'm going to do the next 2 attacks on Avi.
That's
But
fair.
first, we see if they hit. You still have mirror image up.
Yes, I do.
And
All right,
Gama's
so
gone
first,
now.
second attack. Would 19 hit you normally?
Yes.
Okay, so we do have to roll for mirror image. What's your mirror image number?
I'm gonna do a 1.
All right. So 1 is you.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
Jesus fucking Christ.
13 piercing damage from the beak.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well,
Damn.
that's fine. He still takes 4 mental damage.
Okay.
Aha.
4 mental damage. Thank you for reminding me. It's important.
Let's take that last attack.
It is going to try and take last attack because it doesn't actually know what caused that. He misses
hit,
anyway.
But he does take another 4 damage.
He does. He, doesn't have a great grasp of cause and effect.
461.
It is also Benji's turn, Will, so when you're ready.
Yes. Hey, McKenna, you may have to do new artwork.
Oh.
I might have just gotten one shot. We'll find out shortly. But Benji... Benji is going to...
Those really cool spell strike cards that does a lot of damage.
The north one is looking pretty beat up.
Yeah, Benji's going to finish off the north one with a magic missile, 3 actions from the ground.
All right, so that's going to be 6 damage.
6.
6.
12.
6. And that's enough.
6. 6.
One griffin is gone. And the others are looking hurt.
That was a sexy bunch of rolls on magic missile.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. That was max damage on at least... Actually, all of them. Damn.
Nice.
That was Benji's turn. Takes us to one of the remaining griffins, who is going to try and strike out at Ophelia because it's getting annoyed by these flickering multiple elves in bright colors. So we are going to...
That is a different color.
I'm going to mix it up again, and now I'm going to do wing attacks as it tries to do a sweeping attack, thinking it can get multiple mirror images at once, but that's not how it works.
Not how it works.
First one hits, would definitely hit. So that turns it from a crit, because you have mirror image up, into a normal hit that does hit.
Yeah.
It immediately takes out a mirror image and turns into a normal hit that still hits you. So that's just going to be 14 bludgeoning damage.
That's going to be okay. I'm okay with that. That crit.
All right. But you do have one less mirror image now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Second, nope. Doesn't even hit a mirror image. Third, definitely not. It got overconfident after that first great hit that it thought was going to take you out, and then it just poofed like a mirror image and hit you rather hard and like... So are you unconscious, by the way, Igora?
Yes, it is if you take double your maximum hit points.
Okay, so I would have had to deal like 80 damage to you.
Yes, you would have had to deal 80. So we're good.
All right, so
I'm still alive.
both griffins start feeding on your corpse. Just ripping you limb from limb.
Matthew, don't they have bigger things? Don't they have bigger problems to address
They're
right
very
now?
hungry, McKenna. They've got chicks to feed.
I mean, frog legs are delicious.
Oh.
Exactly. And now they have a taste for frog's blood. No. First up is the Anandi Seekers, though, who are going to try and help here. Gamma just disappears when you go unconscious, right?
Yeah, Gamma poofs out of existence.
The Anandi Seekers are going to target this one now. So this one, this guy, peeking out from behind their things. So sling the first. That is a 25. That hits.
26.
6 bludgeoning damage. 7 with Bard Song. It's getting there. These guys are actually doing a lot better than I thought they would with their slings. Goodness. Second sling attack, 17. That does not hit. Crit fission with a third one. No. All right. Teacher Ott is seeing another one of his students go down. Oh, though, is he a spontaneous caster? Oh boy.
Teacher Ott, please help.
Freaking teacher, come on.
Why do none of these teachers have the ability to heal their students?
To be fair, he did heal someone at one point now.
With a level 1 heal.
Just go for damage. They'll be fine.
Oh, he is a prepared caster. And he did use his 1 heal a day then. Damn it.
What's his plus to medicine looking like?
Get blasting.
That's actually a good question. He does not have medicine as a skill. He has performance though, so you're all fine.
Teacher.
He's
Okay,
losing
now- I know I should have taken that mandatory first aid course. He's going to just move between Benji and this griffin here, and is going to whack it twice with his staff, two-handed.
Is this mofo out of spells?
With Bard Song, he hits.
Thank God.
He has no really useful spells at this point. He has Mending, Detect Magic, Message, Prestidigitation,
Oh,
See
that's a good
Invisibility, Glitter Dust,
No,
Comprehend Language. He's a teacher, not a combat mage.
not glitter dust.
I mean, that can be very useful in the right situation. Second staff attack. Nope. All right.
Okay.
Igara, give me a flat d20.
Oh my God. You're okay.
Do you have a hero point left?
You got hero points.
Yeah,
I
you do.
used it
Yeah,
for
you do.
the Benji reroll earlier.
Hey, chat. The frog might
does
need a hero
Benji-
point.
Also got one.
I'm tired.
Dying 1. I'm
All
good.
right.
I'm still good.
Griffin the
I'm fine.
below, who doesn't like being whacked in the head by that and is going to strike out at Teacher Ott. He's going to make, what's Teacher Ott's AC? Okay. Griffin, Talon attack the first. Misses. Hits for 7 damage.
8?
Hits for 7 damage. This is the Griffin attacking. You don't want to Bard Song the Griffin.
Just kidding. I was...
Could you fucking attack Bard Song? You do more damage, but so does
You do
every
too!
other enemy on the field.
Teacher Ott kind of even being hit horribly with these talons refuses to move out of the way between the Griffin and Benji. The second Anandi Seeker is now going to bring his sling up. Hopefully the same amount of luck. Hits, 5 damage. Second crits for 6 damage, so that's 11 in total. No, all right, so 11 damage in total. That is actually going a long way.
Thank goodness.
Avi, you're up next, Ophelia.
All
Both
right,
the Griffins are looking pretty weak, and they're getting a little antsy, perhaps. You think they might be close to breaking.
We are doing a 3-action magic missile. I'll do the first 2 to the southbound one, and
Okay.
the last one to the westbound one. So that's
Okay,
1, 2, 3.
so that is a total of
very sexy.
5 and then 6. So that's 11 to the southern one in total.
And 6 to the west one.
And 6 to the west one, you say? Ooh, it's looking bad. It's looking bad.
Right.
You think it's one of its wings are broken.
That's my turn.
Ophelia, you're up, and then Benji.
Okay. Okay. That one's looking bad. How about the one in front of me? How's it looking? Is it looking good? Looking bad too?
They're both looking bad, though. The one closest to you is looking the worse.
Okay. Okay. So, I'm gonna keep Bard's song up. Duh. And, I don't think I could just smack it. It is still. Isn't it still enfeebled and deafened?
It is. The deafened doesn't come into play much.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna just hit it with another one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it with another sound burst.
Okay. All right, that is another fort save. It critically succeeds.
Take something.
Dang it.
Its target is unaffected.
Right.
Also, you got to wonder if sound burst would work on something that's already deafened, but that's a question for another day.
Your ears are.
Its little ear holes, because it's a bird, are probably bleeding. Benji, you are up. You're still on the ground.
Yeah, Benji doesn't need to. Spellcasters don't need to stand up in order to cast spells. Electric Arc.
All right, that is a reflex on. We'll start with the one closest. Critically succeeds. The one below Succeeds, but not critically. So that's going to take
5.
4 electric damage. 5, I guess.
Because of Ophelia. Yep.
Yep.
All right, and with Benji's last action, they're going to chuck one of their playing cards at the Griffin directly to their left.
Okay.
25 to hit.
6.
26 to hit.
Amazingly.
5 damage.
With Bard Song, that is exactly what you needed to take out that Griffin.
God.
Benji just doesn't even throw the card, just like cuts the thing's throat from the ground.
No, it just goes to the ground. All right, Anandi Seeker, perhaps being inspired by all this fighting on its behalf, is going to move forward so it stays in sling range of the last Griffin, and is then going to make 2 sling attacks.
I have no idea how to play a Magus.
I've never switched between so many character sheets so quickly.
Yeah.
Critical.
This one.
That turns into 10 damage because of Bard Song.
Yep.
Nice.
Oof. Ooh, oh, that is so close.
Oh, come on.
All right. And second and last sling attack. That does not hit even with Bard Song. Teacher Ott, though, is gonna try and he's bloodied. His students are down, and he's angry and he's frustrated with his own badly prepared spells today. Apparently, he thought he was going to be doing clerical work.
Schmack him, teach.
Even with Bard Song, that's not enough. Second staff, nope. Third crit fishing. Wow,
Crit.
a 0. All right. Igora, give me another d20.
Yeah, I need an 11 or better.
Got a hero point.
Oh! I go to dying 3.
Does anyone else have healing?
I do.
No.
Hi, I am healer and tank. I am
gonna heal you.
That's not your turn yet.
I'm gonna heal you before.
But
Sorry.
the Griffin on 4 health has had enough of you guys,
No.
and he just dreams of getting back to the chicks, and flies away
he
with 3
running?
movement. He is running, and he has a 60-foot flying speed. So with 3 actions, he can get far away, and that
God.
ends the encounter. And Ophelia, you can now heal Igora and save his life.
Game of healing. Let's go. You're fine.
Ah,
Get up.
oh, that was. Oh,
All right.
I can't believe we lost one.
there's just blood coming down Igra's eyes and face.
And just because this is the conclusion of this chapter, I'm going to wait to read the big amount of block text until next week when PJ's back with us. So well done, guys. You survived a nasty encounter.
I have come to the realization,
Bobby?
because of the massive damage rules, if that crit would have hit anyone else, they would have been dead.
That's double my max HP. But what I wanted to know
Sure.
is, can I see which direction the Griffin is flying off to?
It is flying actually back over the city.
Interesting. Can I maybe do like a discern secrets to
Sure. Actually, just give me a perception check
for sure.
now that we're not in a...
Oh, god damn it. You know what? I have a hero point. I'm using it.
Yeah, go ahead.
There we go. 15.
You actually noticed there were tags on the Griffin's front talons, like the kind of thing they put on livestock.
Oh, what the fuck?
You think
have
these
15.
might have been escaped griffins from some sort of exotic animal cellar.
Oh my god.
Fried griffin, that's good.
But you do also realize that, wait, griffins that managed to escape captivity rather than flying away to the wilderness followed these Anandi further into the city just to attack them.
Terrible.
Well,
I
we saved
will-
2 of them.
I will point out, and I think Teacher Ott healed the third one that was down.
No, it is just dead.
Oh,
Third one got like completely dead. Like-
Eviscerated.
It got horribly. Anandi are not the sturdiest individuals to begin with, and this one was horribly maimed by griffin talons, which are like bigger than our heads. So, but the other 2 are silently kind of mourning their friend and kind of, holding their head close. But we will deal with the aftermath of this next week, as we have reached. That was the final encounter of Book 1 of The Strength of Thousands Kindled Magic. I'm going to have to redo the intro for the next week because we're going to have to change the subtitle.
yeah.
Level 4?
We will be getting to level 4 at the end of next session, probably.
All right, but everyone, thank you so much for coming to tonight's episode of The Strength of Thousands Adventure Path here on twitch.tv/tabletop-rolls. If you liked what you see here and you want to support the channel, share us with your friends. Tell your own groups about this game to come and watch. Join the party. Have a seat at our table. Check out our YouTube stuff to get caught up on a vast majority of what we have going on over there. Follow us on TikTok for when I sometimes post things. I should be. I have a New Year's resolution, and it's to be a little bit more active on the socials with this account. So I want to post to some Pathfinder TikTok builds. Like I have a couple fun character builds in mind that I could post onto Pathfinder TikTok, which could be a good time. So come and check that out. Follow us there at Tabletop Rolls, Twitter at Tabletop Rolls, YouTube, all of these things. But thank you all so much for coming. Don't forget to check out our other shows like the League of Amazing Adventures on Wednesday and the Calling Chronicle on Friday. And thank you for the raid. Oh boy, y'all, we just reached the end of the session. Okay, here, because we just got raided, I gotta go raid again. But thank you for the raid. we literally just finished off an encounter with several griffins.
It was
It was a big one, y'all. We were this close to getting our butts kicked.
We were very
But
close to
thankfully,
death.
I gotta say, those sling crits came in very handy, I think.
So let's go and raid
no
third
kidding.
action. They're online. They're kind of my go-to.
If you're just joining us, look for
I have
us
no
on
idea how to
socials.
program that, Rainshine. I'm slowly getting better at it, but I'm learning. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming. Don't forget to check out our shows, and we'll see you all on the next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.
Yes.
Bye.